Somebody's got to be built different, brother. I was out here for less than 2 minutes and had ice in my mustache. It's my third run this week in single digit weather. It's cold, man. But I'm out here putting in a 3 to 5 mile run tonight. Not entirely sure how far I'm gonna go, but I ran across the quote today. Lips are going numb, and it said, I'm gonna chase perfection knowing that I'll never reach it, but in the pursuit of perfection I'll find excellence. And that's why I wake up every day. It's a beautiful line, and that's what I hold on to in times like these. Somebody's got to be out here. Somebody's got to want it. Listen, man. The man I want to be in 20 or 30 years, I'm not going to get there by skipping a run just because it's cold. But I'll catch you guys next time. All right, so what you guys just watched was a video I took from yesterday's run, from last night's run. I could have ran today. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way. I could have ran today, but I decided not to, and I decided to use that time for some recovery work. Did some stretching for probably 30-ish minutes or so, and I did some stretching yesterday as well. The body's feeling pretty good right now. The hamstrings are tight from the deadlift session yesterday, but overall I'm feeling pretty decent. Hear my hip pop. No pain in the hip though, so that's good. But I do gotta say the body's feeling pretty good. As for squats tonight, it's just gonna be a recovery session. Probably gonna put in about 100 reps with the bar and then play around with a plate for just a few minutes. And then go inside and probably put in somewhere between 50 and 100 push-ups, just because. Now going back to that video, I mentioned that, you know, the guy or the man I want to be in 20 or 30 years, that I won't get there by skipping a run just because it's cold. Sometimes that vision I have for myself in the future gets a little blurry, and I don't always know what I'm striving for. But there's another quote by Aristotle, and it says, what is it? Shoot. Yvonne Durek has it written on the top of the squat rack. Something about excellence then is not an act. Oh yeah, okay. It's we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And so every day I wake up and I'm like, you know, I'm not real sure what the goal is today, but I do know that I want to put another chip in towards excellence. I know that if I can wake up and strive for excellence every day, that I'm probably going to go places. And you know, even if I don't get that far materially wise or anything like that, I'm not super concerned about that. I'm more concerned with the thoughts I have when I go to bed. And I like going to bed knowing that I've fulfilled my potential for that day. This is the fireplace there, Dad's listening to the fireplace. But I don't know, you gotta reach for something every day. And excellence is not an act, but a habit. You know, if something's a habit, you've gotta do it every day. Let me hit a set of squats just for video's sake, because I don't know that I'll post 135 tonight. I gotta say the bottom position is feeling very solid. Some days I get out here and I I feel like I can't really get into the bottom position, whether something's tight or I can't get my knees out enough or whatever it be. I still feel some like butt wink tonight, some lower back rounding, but there's a very definitive like bottom of the rep. It's like when I hit it, I feel solid there. Yep, just gonna be some recovery work today. It's gonna rain probably every day this week. So the runs this week are gonna be put in during the rain most likely, but I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely loving running right now. And to a degree, if you're gonna call yourself an athlete, if you're gonna consider yourself fit, you have to have some standard of cardio. You know, I don't really know what good it does you to squat 3 times your body weight or bench 2 times your body weight or whatever, but you can't run half a mile. You can't hold up through a sprint workout. You know, me, I feel like I can go out and hit at least a 4 to 5 mile run any given day of the week. But the only issue I have is, you know, how many days a week can I do that? And that's not very many, and I'm sort of a slow runner. But here's the thing, you know, obviously I know getting faster at running is not going to happen overnight, and there probably won't even be that big of a difference between now and the end of the year. But I do know that if I can run and keep this practice of running at least twice a week for 2 or 3 years, where is that going to take me? And I know if I don't keep the running schedule that I have right now, 3 or 4 years later when I look down the road and I'll be saying, man, I wish I could go hit a 6:30 mile. And it's like, well, maybe you could if you had kept that running schedule. So then I have to look back and say, man, I wish I had kept up with it. All right. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.